Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jaron Rubin, and my partner alongside me in the booth today is going to be Mike Kinner instead of Nick Guileless. Nick Guileless having some computer problems. But I'd like to welcome Michael Kinner to the booth, who usually broadcasts from inside his car, but is going to get a new new perspective. That's the word I was looking for. New perspective on Xfinity racing from up here in the booth. We're live with the Hisense 250 at Atlanta Motor Speedway with the ECR Xfinity Series. Michael, what are we looking at tonight?
We're going to have some close racing. I mean, in those practice times, there's 0.2 of a second to separate them 36 guys that were out on the track during practice. Car's going to get tight. It's going to be exciting here. I'm getting excited.
Yes, sir. It should be a good race. Like you said, 0.2 of a second. Bring up down to 10th place. Only 6/100ths of a second. Go a little bit further down to 20th place, only 9/100ths of a second. This is going to be insane.
And you're going to have some comers and goers too. As these tires start to wear, you're going to find out who's holding back, saving them tires. I mean, that race Sunday, Denny Hamlin, you saw him fly out of the gate, take right off. You know, then after 10, 15 laps, he started to back it down. You're going to see some comers and goers.
Yes, sir. Should be the whole time. It should be whole race should be interesting. Might be a little close quarters at points with at the times as close as they are. In the first 6 laps, you can pretty much flat foot these babies. So it'll be interesting to see how these guys are able to control these cars tonight.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, these guys got some skill. Just because it's the Xfinity Series, these guys got skill. You can't just walk into the ECR and hop on the track with these guys. These guys have been racing together, even though it's only the second race of the season. They've been running practice races, and these guys are getting to know each other. Who gives, who takes, which guy you can let by, which guy you kind of, hang around with. These guys got some skill, so we're gonna see some good racing out of all of them.
Yeah, right now we're looking. We're still in practice right now. Qualifying should be starting here in the next about, I believe, 10 minutes, give or take. Anthony Thitchener is right now P1 with a 29.26. Tony DeGennaro is not too far behind him, and Trevor McManus not too much further behind Tony. So we'll see who's able to flat-foot it the best, keep it down in that low line with the white line here. It should be yellow, but iRacing doesn't like to update very often, so it is white.
And it's bumpy down there too. You get those guys side by side, guy gets in the bumps, and he's going to want to move up the track. Hopefully they can hold that wheel down and keep it down on that line, because that is the shortest way around the track.
Yes, definitely the shortest way and the quickest way. High side, once you get some wear in those tires, you're going to want to maybe drift up there. But at the start, the low side's going to be the only line pretty much.
Yep, definitely, and that's going to provide some really good racing. You're going to have some guys running the bottom. You're going to have some guys running high, run the middle lane. Who knows? We might see 4 wide here.
4 wide would definitely be interesting, to say the least.
Get down about 10 laps to go, you'll see that.
Well, we got a little bit of time to kill, so why don't we go over tonight's race. Weather tonight is clear with 65-degree air temperature, which is what they raced with on Saturday afternoon. As ECR here, for the Cup and Xfinity Series, we run their weather that the actual series raced in.
Yep, definitely. That's all. I think that's just Xfinity, isn't it? I think the trucks run the default.
Yes, trucks do run default.
But that makes it interesting. It does throw a curveball at everybody. You work on your setup, and then you don't know what that weather's going to be like. Of course, you practice for the predicted weather. And when it comes race day, you're kind of scrambling. You don't have to make too many adjustments, but you still have to adjust. It does throw that curveball.
Yeah, it's going to throw a curveball at all these guys, and it's going to be interesting who can handle it the best.
Absolutely. Trying to get my camera angles here, trying to get to where I can see most of the track, most of the guys at once, so we don't miss any action tonight.
As Trevor McManus has a little bit of fun on pit road. Don't know why, but he feels like he has to do donuts going up and down pit road.
getting the bugs worked out before they drop the hammer. They'll be getting serious.
Yeah, gotta get a little bit of that juju out.
Yeah. I know what that's like. Get the jitters. What is only iRacing? He's still you're racing with. Well, we're running full fields here. I mean, we have go or go home qualifier.
Sir. We got 40 drivers tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, that just shows it. And I miss qualifying. That's why I get to enjoy this view with you.
It's a fun one too. It's a fun view up here.
I'm excited already. It hasn't even started yet. So we got some more guys out here screwing around. They're getting it out of their system.
And I think tonight that's going to be pretty important that these guys do get it out of their system quickly.
Absolutely. And, you know, we came from, 2 weeks at Daytona. And although you did have to lift it up once the tires started wearing, this is a totally different animal. Now we're getting down to business. You know, Daytona, we had our speed weeks, and everybody raced together for that 2 weeks at the same track. A little bit different weather conditions here and there, but now it's time to get serious. It's time to let off the gas, ease into the gas, and guys are really going to have to show what they got now.
Sorry, Michael. I'll be. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure maybe a possible problem out here real quick.
Yep, you bet. These guys are getting close to qualifying, and I'm sure they'll be having their drivers meeting here real shortly.
If that's not already going underway.
Yeah, well, I may be behind. I still see guys on the track. But
oh, yeah, that's true. The guys are on the track.
Behind. I'm behind a little bit, but there are still guys on the track. And that drivers meeting is just as important as a race, too. It just reminds you of those little things, you know, what pit road speed is, when to come back up on the track. You know, it's a, you know, just a reminder of things to keep in mind as the race goes on.
And again, guys, sorry, for some reason, ever since I got a new hard drive, it seems like I've been having frame rate issues when I broadcast, so we're going to have to see what's going on here. Hopefully I can get it figured out before we go racing, and we'll have a good stream for you guys so you don't get sick with the frame rates, because I'm already sick of them. So just bear with me here, trying to figure out what it is, if it's including something else.
Yep, it doesn't. A little bit there, but it'll be like MRN if you can't see the picture, guys. It'll be like listening to it on the radio while working on the car in the garage.
Yeah, as long as you guys can hear us, man, we're fine. No,
yeah.
I want to put out a good product, so we'll see if we can figure this out.
Yep, really. You get it. There's a lot of guys are coming on pit road. It looks like, well, there's a couple more going on. I thought maybe they're getting ready to start their drivers meeting, but
yeah, I was seeing the same thing, but apparently not.
Anthony still holds the top spot in that practice with that 29.26. Another thing we'll see tonight too is, like Darrell Waltrip likes to say, the usual suspects. You know, those guys that are typically up front. We'll see some different ones up there too. You know, there's a few of these guys that I know myself, I haven't raced. Let me see if I find any different names that I haven't raced with. I guess not. I guess I've raced with all these guys. So now
Yeah,
I know what
seems
to
like we're getting
expect
to
out of
that.
this race.
Seems like we're getting to that point where everybody's raced with each other, and we're starting to
Yep.
learn each other's driving styles and driving habits and driving
Yep.
problems. For some.
Exactly.
Just a little insight into myself and Michael Kinner. I race in the Truck Series full time because last year Cup Series took up way too much of my time, and I like to have a little bit of free time after I get off work. So I decided to run Truck Series. Michael Kinner still run a Cup Series. He broadcasts from inside of his car, along with our broadcast partner Rudy Cummings with
Max Speed TV.
Max Speed TV.
Yep.
Thank you. Yeah, Max Speed TV broadcasts our Cup Series, and feel free to go check us out on Tuesday nights, tomorrow night, with the Cup Series from Atlanta. Should be another spectacular race. Truck Series is going to be a handful with the default weather. Those trucks are slipping and sliding and spinning, and they're a handful.
Are they loose?
Oh, yeah.
Are they? Oh, yeah.
yeah. Coming off of 4 of them babies want to spin out on lap 2.
Oh, that'll be fun to watch.
It's going to be problems. Hopefully we'll have a good one, but
of course, Scotty B, is
and Scotty B,
broadcasts
our Truck Series race. Go ahead and check him out. Scotty B, his picture is
And he's doing a heck of a job so far this season.
Yeah, he's brand new to the series, and he's joined in, and he decided to take over, or take the charge, God, I can't talk tonight. Take the challenge of broadcasting our Truck Series, and commend him for that, and love putting on good shows for him and all of his viewers.
That's got to be a challenge too. I mean, I see yours is looking really good. You must have got something figured out. Of course, it's on my phone. But
well, I'm also
it's got to be a challenge.
Just focused on one guy. Let's go to someone who's on the track. Now, it looks like they're all pulling off. No, maybe not.
Just as you need one to go out there.
All right. Well, I got Chuck Harrell out on the track. He's running in 30th position, a little slower than what we usually see him. But again, that's only a 10th off of our leader. So.
Well, yeah, exactly. And how many of these guys are going out and making those hot laps? How many guys are going out and seeing how long their tires are wearing?
Yeah.
How long their tires, See if I can see how many laps people ran here.
Yeah, these cars definitely aren't loose, but they do start pushing over the runs, and it'll get to you a little bit. After about 10 laps, you really got to start letting off that throttle, letting that thing roll through the center of the corner, and then you can get back on it to get your momentum off the corner. And that's where I think we might see guys try that high line. I don't know how successful it is in the Xfinity Series, but I know in the Truck Series, that's probably where I'm going to be.
Yep, and I think that is a good spot to be. You get pushing if you're at the bottom of the track. You got a long ways to come up into that wall. If you're up running that Dale Jr. line, they like to call it, you don't have that far, and you may not pancake the wall very hard like you would at the bottom. So might not be a bad thing.
Yeah, this is true.
But like as the runs go on, though, you'll see guys moving around low, have guys up high, and it's going to make for some exciting racing.
Real quick, Michael, you're in the room. Can you check and just for curiosity purposes, can you check and see what my ping rate is for me real quick?
You bet. Let's see if I can find you here.
34. Should be at 100.
Yep, 116.
116.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so it's bumped up a little bit, but should be fine. Looks like driver's meeting is getting underway. We only have 2 guys on the track. Probably just trying to get their laps in.
Yep, of course they have to run those required laps. If any of those guys running had an EOL from last week, they are mandated to run 25%. I'm not sure who's out there here.
Chuck Harrell and Blake Freeman.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Who knows? Yep. if you don't have an EOL, I think it's only 10% that you have to run, correct?
Yes.
I think
And
it is.
25% with an EOL.
Yep, exactly. So they're just, as a league, they want to make sure everybody's got their car feeling good. You don't want to go out there and race with 39 other guys and not know what your car's going to do. So if you miss those laps, those required laps, you're starting in the back. Then if you miss the driver's meeting, which is also just as important, you're starting from pit road.
Yeah, and that's where you don't want to start. Last week might not have been too big of a deal, but here at Atlanta, you're going to go a lap down. Because not only do you have to wait for them to all cross the line, you have to wait, 30 seconds after or something?
It's something like that. You're going a lap down, probably on the first lap, second lap.
They're going to have a full head of steam. You're still going to be getting up to speed. You're going to go a lap down.
And another thing is trying to blend back into the track, that whole pack because they're not going to be very separated after 1 or 2 laps. Trying to blend back into the track with those 39 guys together.
Just looking through our starting roster here. Do you think there's going to be anything to say about guys who ran a lot of laps in this practice session? Like Chris Steele, he ran 195 laps. But now those weren't consecutive; those were broken up probably quite a bit. But he ran 195 laps in this session. You think he's going to have a better chance because maybe he did do some of those longer runs?
Well, I think if we get those long runs in, he's going to have a really good idea of, and he's probably going to take care of his car right off the bat. He's going to know. Mm-hmm. Now, there's a lot of guys that ran multiple laps, but did anybody run a full fuel run? Do they know what tires are going to be before you need fuel? I think they have a slight advantage, but all these guys are really good. They're smart. They can look at their temps, their tire wear after 15 laps and have a pretty good idea what the thing's going to do. I don't think it's a real huge advantage, but it doesn't hurt.
All right, that finishes up they must have been doing the driver's meeting while they were running some laps there, because that's a checkered flag on practice, and qualifying has begun. Unfortunately, since it is a closed qualifying session, we're not able to follow cars around, but we will throw up our results page so you can see who's in your top 10 for starting. And by random draw, I have selected that we're going to talk to both the pole sitter and our 9th position qualifiers. So we'll bring them into the booth when qualifying is finished before we get started for the race, and
sweet.
We'll have a nice little
chat.
It'll
be cool to talk to somebody that's going to be starting on the pole, and then of course a guy who starts sort of mid-deck, what his plan is.
Yep. Actually, I am able to watch qualifying, so it's cool. Didn't think I could. Follow some of these guys around as they make their qualifying attempts. Oh wait. Oh, this is an open qualifying session. Oh.
Is it? Oh.
That's why I can watch it.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
Only on the super speedways we.
Yep.
Okay.
As this is the problem, is we're watching the 18 of Nathan Casillas. Yeah, Nathan Casillas. He's going around, and now he couldn't get to that low side, which is the preferred line because of those cars going off pit road. Just not able to. He couldn't get any room, so it's going to be a waiting game. Wait for a clean track, and then be able to go out.
Exactly, yep. You get all the cars on there, and then who's going to have the advantage of that draft? Because, you can sniff a little bit of draft. Who's going to have that advantage, You might have a couple guys that are working together. Let's see, you got let's see, John, a couple teammates. Let me think. John Schweiker and Brian Wildison, they're teammates, aren't they?
Yeah, they're teammates and everything.
John and Luis. Yeah, well, how many of those guys are going to go out together and just get that slight advantage, that little bit of sniff on the draft?
Right now we have a tie up top. Oh, now we don't. And Anthony Fitchner goes to the top as he was in practice. 9:30. He's a little bit quicker in practice, but we'll see what he can do.
We're going to see those close times again, I guarantee you, from qualifying here.
They'll tighten up before practice or qualifying ends. Jack Griffin makes a jump up to the second spot.
Yes, he did with a
Scott Hunsinger, P1 with a 29.25, and I believe that's faster than what we had in practice.
He's tied with second also. Hunsinger, he's tied with Merrick Watchhorn, 29.255, 29.255. These times are 29.270, 278.
271, 278, 31. 31 with a 2, 31 with a 6. I love this tight qualifying. It's so awesome. These guys are just flat-footed all the way around. We're going to have a real tight field.
It just shows you how close they are and how competitive they are.
I know we got time left, but does anybody beat that 29.25?
Boy, I don't know. We didn't see anything faster than that in practice, like you just mentioned a minute ago. So that's a tough one to beat. But there's 10 minutes of practice, so you never know. Somebody might surprise us with a one. Maybe I'll go out there in my Ghost car, see if I can't lay down a one. I doubt that. I'm never a very good qualifier.
Oh, I love qualifying. Last year, I think in the Cup Series, I got 6 poles. First race I came into the ECR, I got my pole. Texas Motor
Thanks
Speedway.
for bringing that up. Didn't get any.
I love qualifying.
I guess I don't put as much time in it as I probably should. It is just as important as the race. Really.
See, and my problem is I probably put too much time into it, and I don't put enough time in the qualifying or in the race, as I found out last year, because I only got a few really good races in. And qualifying, I was good. I know Justin Blankett's in the wall off of 4. We can find somebody. Jack Griffey, who's P4 right now. He's on the track. Yep, and he's pulling in. I think they're gonna have to come. They're gonna come in, get some tires, make another shot at it, and see what they can do.
Yep, I know that's what I'd be doing. Go out there, run a couple, lay them down flat, and then come in and get some fresh tires and try it again. I mean, they got 10 minutes, so you know every one of those guys saw that 255. Every one of them did.
Anthony Thitchner was fastest in practice. He's back up on the track with fresh tires, looking to see what he can do to that 29.25. Let's see what he runs this time by. Oh, we burped it a little bit.
He's about a half a lane up from the bottom.
I don't think
see that there.
He runs a 29.70 that first lap. Maybe the first lap isn't the best with these. That's what his thinking is. That time he's a little bit lower, but still not all the way on the bottom.
I think the key is to have them left sides right, just like Kevin Harvick was running on Sunday.
Almost below that
right
line.
down on that line. Exactly.
Still just, he's pushing up out of the corner, so he's losing some speed there.
That could be dangerous too, running that close to that line. You put them left sides where that apron is, and it's such a different transition from the track itself. Can really de-wedge the car and throw you up the track. We'll have to watch for that.
That time he was down way on the bottom. Ran a 29.46 last lap. I don't know. That 29.25 is looking pretty sporty.
Yes, it is.
Ooh, that corner looked good. He runs.
Yeah.
29.38. Still not. It's close to what he ran, but oh no, it's not.
Yep.
He ran a 29.27.
Oh, 26 during practice. Yep.
Yeah. Pretty much he's backed up what he ran in practice, but some guy figured out how to get a little bit quicker, and now he's pulling in pit road. As our second place driver is out on the track.
Now during practice, Anthony had a 29.265, like you just mentioned. Scott Hunsinger, who's currently the pole sitter, had a 29.320 in 10th. The times are not real off. All it takes is just one tiny little slip.
Or one tiny little grab of draft that maybe Anthony had practiced that Scott did.
Yeah. And we're talking about not tenths here. We're talking about hundreds,
thousands. thousands.
Exactly. So it can take just one little thing to take you from the pole to, 15th, 20th even, as close as these guys are.
Not seeing any movement in our top 10. Welcome back, Jeff Hamilton, who took latter part of last year off. I don't know why. I actually never got to race with him. He left before I joined the league, but he's back and he's running 10th right now in qualifying. Right now, it looks like we're going to be talking to Scott Hunsinger and Nathan Casillas, our two pre-race interviewees. Oh, and Justin Bland. Just as I say that, Justin Bland jumps up to 9th.
With a 309.
Yep. Pole sitter is a 25. 9th place is a 309.
Unbelievable how close that is. That's awesome. That just goes to show you we're going to have us one awesome race.
Yeah. I mean, we're tied for the pole. Wow, we just had a big little mix-up there. Or not mix-up, but looks like Nick Olson and John Schweikert at the same exact time jumped up to 9th and 10th. And now the top 10 is only separated by 4/100ths of a second.
Yeah, and you look at these guys, they're in a line. John's in a line. You got Brian Wildison in front of him. Look at John. He's pushing on Wildison there. They're trying to snip that little bit of draft, just trying to grab that 100th of a second or 1,000th of a second. All they need to maybe gain 5 spots.
But being that close, they run the risk of getting that 0x before lap here in iRacing, whether or not you actually either touch, make real contact, or just slightly touch bumpers. It will negate the lap and it will make...
Yeah, so there is a risk. Is the risk worth the reward? Who knows?
We're about to find out. 13 Brian Wildison's up to 5th.
Yeah.
John
up to 10th.
He ran a 31 there. It's a little about 2/100 slower than his fastest.
Yep.
So I think it's working to an extent. But they're back in it.
Yep, I think it is. I think it is. If you could time it right, maybe sniff a little draft down the back stretch, but be able to let off to enter that corner correctly like you need to, I think is where the advantage is. But Jeremy, I'll be right back. I got to take care of something here, just real quick.
And qualifying has finished, and Scott Hunsinger is your pole sitter, but Merrick Watchorn, kind of a heartbreaker for him. He tied for that pole, but Scott Hunsinger is going to be awarded the pole, and Nick Olson is going to be our second interviewee, qualifying 9th. So real quick, we're gonna grab them, bring them down here in just a moment.
.35
Scott
or so.
Hunsinger, Jeremy Rubin down here in the ARAM booth. You got a copy, bud?
Yeah, buddy.
Nice job on that pole there. Even though your outside pole sitter there with you, he tied you, but the pole was awarded to you. Just nice job on that qualifying lap. How you looking to go for tonight's race?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just going to be patient. A little surprised by the pole, but I'll take it. Just going to kind of, like I said, it's a long race. Just want to be patient. It's going to be a lot of tight racing out here, so just kind of let the race come to me, I guess.
Yeah, 10-4 on that. Michael Kenner stepped away for just a second, but congrats on that pole, and good luck tonight on the race. And we'll see if we're going to talk to you further on in the race.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep. All right, and that was Scott Hunsinger, our pole sitter, and as I said, our random draw tonight was our 9th place qualifier, who is not up there. I don't know. There he is. Nick Olson, Jeremy Rubin, up here in the booth. You are our random selection for pre-race interviewee. 9th place starting position. What are you planning on for the race tonight?
I think it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun, first of all. It's going to be a lot of passing, a lot of lane changing, a lot of tire wear, which is going to be something. I see John starting right next to me, so maybe I'm not as bad off as I thought. Just follow him up through there. But we'll see how it goes. I'm excited.
Yeah, I would be too. 9th place. Even though you qualified 9th, I don't know if you looked at the qualifying results, but you were only, I think, 3/100ths of a second behind our pole sitter. So nice job tonight. I'll let you go. Get back to racing.
Yep.
You're coming to the green. So good luck tonight, bud.
Thanks. It was all about working the draft. That's how you
Yeah,
get that pole.
yeah.
It's just you got to be in the right spot. I just wasn't.
All right, bud. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, and that was Nick Olson, our 2nd place qualifier, or sorry, 9th place qualifier, as pace car is going to be coming in here very shortly. There, turn 3 now, coming into turn 4. Should be a good race. We're getting ready. Pace cars in.
Green.
Here they come. Green flag. As Scott Hunsinger takes the lead into turn 1. Clear behind him. And 87 of Anthony Titchener pushing up into 2nd place as Merrick Watchorn, who was your outside pole sitter, pulled back to 3rd.
I'm back, Ernie. Apologize for that.
Oh, all good. We're green racing, and Scott Hunsinger is just pole sitter, leads lap 1, but Anthony Titchener's trying to have something to say about that.
How did our pole sitter feel?
He's confident about tonight. Looking forward to it, and as he should be. It's gonna be a real good race.
It'll be good to see a rookie up there.
Oh, yeah.
Leading all these other. In fact, a lot of these guys are cup regulars. And they're
Sorry
still
about that frame
close
rate there,
here.
guys. I don't know what's going on with this thing, but we can figure it out. But as long as we're racing, we'll stay with you.
They're getting a little spread out, a little train. You know, not a lot of side by side. You got a couple guys that got 50 going inside of 18. Or, he didn't quite make it work. He held his line up top. Nathan Casillas. Like you got a little bit loose. Now you got, looks like Justin Bland in there. Stick his nose in. Think we'll see some green flag pit stops tonight?
Whoops. Sorry, I was pressing the wrong button.
Oh, yeah.
I was pressing enter. I was wondering why everything was disappearing and reappearing, and I was, oh, okay, that's why. But yes, I do think we'll see some green flag pit stops tonight. And I think, maybe not this first run, but I think a little later on in the race, we have 115 laps tonight. I do think we'll see green flag pit stops tonight.
Yep, I think you're right. Yep. Anthony working himself up in there. Currently,
Anthony's actually falling back to 4th. Oh, and our leader, we have a new leader.
Nice.
Sorry. 29 of Merrick Watchorn. He's up front, and he's going to lead that lap, and that's actually his 2nd lap lead, so he missed the lead change. My bad. Trevor McManus has found his way up to that 2nd spot. He's looking for a taste of that. And Fisher's on the side of Scott Hunsinger.
And look at that. Look at that fight for 3rd place there. I think we're going to start seeing, like I said, in the pre-race, those comers and goers, guys who are able to save their tires and, you know, be able to catch them after we get 10, 15 laps going.
Yeah, they they're trying to go through wide here. I don't know if that's going to work this early. Actually, might only work early.
Yeah, I think you're right. It may work.
Drop back a
early.
little bit further in the field. '68 of Rob Haynes and the 18 of Nathan Casillas. They're fighting it out.
Yeah, and they got the 12 coming in right behind him. He's going to have something to say about that little battle, too.
12 of Rob Burns. Yeah, he's going to definitely try and get up there. Wow, we still got to fight up here for the top 5 spot. John Schweikert's pulled up into 5th. He's gotten around Anthony Titchener on the outside a little bit earlier than I thought that would start working.
And that outside, they save them tires. Going down on them. I mean, you want to be on that white line, but if you want to save them tires, I think running a little bit higher is the key. Try to make that corner just as straight as possible. He's kind of diamonding the corner. He's going in high.
Yeah.
Going
But
low in the middle.
Working
And
for him.
then
He's pulling away
exiting
from those
high.
guys.
Absolutely.
Not saying I want to taste that lead, as he usually does.
Yeah.
52 Scott, that's a good battle back on the outside. He's trying to get back around 21 of Trevor McManus to try and get back to the 29 of Merrick Watchard, who is leading this race.
We got a good pack of cars coming up onto it, too. Anthony, he's there. But I think you're right. Anthony is dropping back a little bit. I don't know. Maybe he made them tires angry.
Or maybe he's conserving them, knowing that these guys are going to kill their tires, and he's going to have the run later on in the run, like we saw Kevin
That could
Harvick
very well
do
be.
during the Cup race. He knew that the guys were going to burn their tires. Obviously, he saved them, but he was able to fly by the guys later in the run. Didn't work for him in the race, but car, Jack Griffey looking right there. Looks like he got in the wall. He has a decent amount of right side damage. No harm, no foul, but again, he does have some damage on that right side. John Schweikert, he's working that outside.
Yep, look at that run. He gets on Jack Griffey. He's going to come out. He's going to end. And we got the battle for him. I'm saying he's going to take it back.
Oh! Whew.
It was close.
Yep. He's got him. He's on the outside. He's looking for second. He's got 52's drifting up a little bit.
Yeah, Don's got that run on the outside. And Jack Griffey's coming back up through there. Jack Griffey.
By the end of turn 4. Oh, John got on the wall going into 3.
Oh, yep.
Just judge that inch goes over there. We'll see if that hurts him at all.
He was up high enough on the track. It's not like he was way on the bottom like we were talking earlier. May not be as bad as we think. He does got a little bit of damage in there for sure.
He actually does have a little bit more than that 9 car does. The 9 car hit it on the exit. So, hopefully it wasn't a little bit of netcode like we've seen so much here lately, but
yeah, especially with these full fields.
Yeah.
You got Brian Wilderson.
10.
Yeah, he may not,
12th.
like you said, he may not like what he's seeing up there.
Yeah, that might be
just want
true.
to get out of it. But I'm impressed. I mean, here we are, lap 16, the side by side. Yes, man, Justin Bland, he's up top. He's making some moves too.
Nick is saying the 65 is the man on the move. Let's take a look at him. He's in the 8th position. I believe he started somewhere back around 15th. He's up to 8th. John Schweiker started 10th. Yeah, he started 10th for us, and he's up to 2nd. Guys are giving each other, everyone's giving each other some room tonight. That's what
they are plenty of
some
room.
really good racing.
see a couple guys that might screw up the corner just a little bit. I've been seeing the majority of the guys behind him check up and let him gain it back and try him in the next corner. The 5 of AJ Scarborough, our Daytona 500 winner in the Cup Series, back here in 28th. These guys maybe just kind of riding around, you know. You got a good race going back there for that.
Wow, yeah, AJ's down back to 27th right now. He's back there running with Nicole Johnson and Mark Vega and Andrew Ackerman.
And they may be just letting things settle. They know it's a long race, and
they know it's early.
AJ, I mean, he is one of those guys that you really don't see up there leading every single lap.
But you see him there at the end.
But you'll see him at the end.
Yep.
Exactly.
John Schweikert's fallen back a little bit. Has his buddy there, Brian Wilderson. He's found his way up to the second spot. He's going to be chasing down the leader, who's about 2.3 seconds ahead of him.
Just trying to scan the driver chat, and I had it down a little bit low. It looks like John's a little bit.
Oh, John Schweikert's on pit road.
Yep, saw he was talking. I didn't get a chance to listen to exactly what he said. But
he might be trying to pit now to repair that damage, and he's going to come back with probably shouldn't see too many guys falling a lap down, so maybe he's planning on getting that lucky dog.
And you know he's gonna have some time on these. Times are falling off. We also have the 7 of Chuck Harrell. He's gonna hit pit road.
Wow. See quite a few guys.
Seemed kind of early, but maybe Chuck has some damage we don't know about. Who knows?
I can't see anything, but we're lap 22. I think fuel window is about lap 40 to 45.
Yeah.
So little, well, quite a bit early, but maybe they have some strategy behind it.
John is exiting now.
And he is going to rejoin the track. He's 1 lap down. Also, I think it's important to note here in ECR that when you pit, you got to rejoin the track on the back stretch of the track. Road courses, of course, are a little different, but that's an ECR rule for safety, so you don't come up off pit road and right into somebody.
Yeah, exactly. We have a lot of guys starting to hit pit road. I mean, is that something that you think John caused? Maybe these guys know he's going to be out there on on those new tires?
Yeah, I mean, just like we had said before, or not before, just as the Cup guys did in the race, once one pitted, they all pitted. And it didn't take more than 3 or 4 laps for everybody to be on pit road once the first guy pitted. Now, tire situation was a little bit different, but we're seeing the same effect here.
And toward the end of that race, we saw Jimmy Johnson go in, 7, 9 laps, something like that, before everybody else.
And that's what eventually won the race. Exactly.
Which I'm not a Jimmy Johnson fan, but to tie Dale Earnhardt,
that's a big feat. That's a big accomplishment.
It is. Yep, it is.
And we were talking about Justin Bland. A couple guys, but he has moved himself up to the 4th spot right behind Anthony Thitchener, and behind him is Trevor McManus, who we saw battling for the lead a little bit earlier.
Now, I've raced with Trevor, McManus, and Justin Bland, of course, last year and this season. These guys know what they're doing. Get comfortable around these guys. I'm just curious who's going to take a gamble and stay out on them old tires. They're going to lose so much, but if a caution comes out, you got a lot of guys entering, a lot of guys exiting. Anything can happen. As Trevor McManus is on pit road, and it sounds like the 15 car is talking about going down pit road. Brad Bohr, who's running 8th.
And Brad is on the apron. He's on pit road too. A little bit slower entrance to pit road than what you usually see some of these guys try and pull, but a little bit safer approach.
Yeah, exactly. I've missed pit road here plenty of times.
Brian Wilson was running down Scott for a little bit, but he's now fallen back, and Anthony Fitchner has reeled back in Brian. And we might see a battle here for a second. Scott Hunsinger, though, he has pulled away to a 1.8 second lead over Brian Wilson.
Yes, he has. He has pulled way out there. And I'm just curious if we cycle through these green flag pit stops, these guys who stopped early, I'm curious of where they're going to shuffle out here.
Yeah, we'll have to see, right? I think John Schweiker, he's picked up, or not picked up, but he's made quite a bit of time. He is the first car one lap down right now. I think once those leaders hit pit road, and we have more guys coming to pit road, but once those leaders hit pit road, he's going to be our leader because of how early he pitted. He's making up so much more time. Just for reference, he's ran a 30.3 that last lap. Our leaders are running a 31.2, give or take a couple tenths. So he's making up some time. That's in traffic. So if he gets out by himself, look for him to run a 30.5, 30.4, and he's going to make up some more time.
Oh, you bet. And one good thing is if the caution does come out now, John's a lucky dog, as of right now.
Yep, as of right now at least.
He's able to pit again and get on the same tires as these other guys. But I mean, he is look at that closing rate he gets. Sometimes that's dangerous. You got those guys running a second slower, you know.
Yeah, and it's him and Chuck Carroll together. They both pitted. They're both lapped down. That's the fight right now for the lucky dog spot.
Yep, exactly. And looks like Chuck's gonna take him on the inside. And looks like John's just gonna I'll follow you around.
Oh, Chuck gets by.
And I'm scanning the drivers right now, and they're talking to John and Chuck, a lot of these guys on older tires, saying, hey, when you get to us, let us know where you want us to be. That just shows you the give and take, though.
Yeah. So far, we've seen an awesome race, gone 31 laps of green flag racing.
Absolutely. I'll tell you, this is exciting. I don't know how you guys do this.
Yeah, Scott Hunsinger's led 23 of them. Got Merrick Watchorn, he's just hit pit road. Looks like the 5 of AJ Scarborough's on pit road, as is the 92 of Chris Steele.
Yeah, these guys up front.
All right, man.
Oh, we got a wreck.
Caution.
We got a wreck.
Oh, we got 53 Josh Sheets around. 33 Josh Sheets around. My apologies. Let's take a look back and see if we can see what occurred. See Josh. Entering turn 1. Oh, it's up ahead of him, it looked like.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, up ahead of him, and he's caught up with the 53 of Nick Olson and the 24 of Joshua Wallace. They spin in front of him and they collect the 33, and looks like the 53 of Nick Olson's going to have the worst of it. He
looks like
pretty
Nick
destroyed.
Yeah, it looks like he kind of hit the wall, was up above the 44, and kind of just bounced off the wall, and of course the 44 is right there.
Yeah. So tough break for those guys, and it looks like I can't tell who's going to be the lucky dog.
That puts us in the middle of green flag pit stops, people cycling through. Now, Scott Hunsinger, he's going to pit, along with Brian Wilderson. Those guys that haven't, they're still going to be up front.
And here they come down pit roads. Scott Hunsinger's leading them. Whoops. I have to free fast forward.
Yep, there's a big train of them. Even some of those guys who have made, pitted recently, they're still going to want to get on the same tires as these leaders.
Yep. And it looks like Brian Wilderson won the race off of pit road, followed by Justin Bland in second, Scott Hunsinger third, Ken Worley fourth, and 56 George Munger in fifth. Well, as that was our first caution, we still have at least 2 to go, so we're going to take a quick commercial break here. We'll be back in just a moment and enjoy our first commercial brought to you by JB Designs. Oh, shoot. And we're back here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. That was our JB Designs commercial. Looking forward to bringing you some more of our awesome, talented painters that are making us a little something for our broadcast and looking to bring some interest into their painting talents around iRacing.
Yeah, and those guys are really talented. And I'm looking forward to our Cup Series at Fontana. We got the Marvel superheroes and villains paint scheme kind of battle going on. And, there's some pretty cool paint schemes coming through already.
Yeah, there are. It's going to be a real cool race. We have the Marvel Comics and then also DC Comics. They're having a little battle out there in California, if you want to say. It'll be fun. It seems like everyone who's racing that race has picked a superhero. Mine is Thor. So they'll be bringing the hammer down at everybody. Hopefully bringing that car.
Oh, yeah.
But,
I picked the Thing. Because I think if I wreck, the Thing doesn't know any better, so
oh,
that'll be my excuse.
Gotcha. I couldn't understand you there for a second. You got
Yeah.
the Thing. That'll be interesting. That'd be a cool one to look at. All the paint schemes, especially Mark Bratcher. He painted up a badass Superman car. I can't wait to see that thing out on the track. But lights on the pace car are out. We're going to be going green flag this time. Bye. Is there a turn 4? We'll take 3.
Now, Brian Wilson chose the top line there. Maybe arc that into turn 1. He's going to be able to, and look at that jump he got. Justin Bland, did he spin the tires?
Either didn't spin the tires or he just wasn't expecting him to go that early. But,
but Bland, he was moving up through that field before that caution came out. He'll get up there.
Oh, he's in third. He's not anywhere back there. He'll be there. But Brian Wilson, we know, is fast at every track he goes to.
Yeah, exactly. And Hunsinger, I'm curious to see how he tiptoes his way, because he's been out front there. He hadn't really had to deal with traffic that much. So.
Yeah. And just for information purposes, looks like John Schweikert either got back on the lead lap or got the wave around, but he's back on the lead lap. We currently have 32 drivers still on the lead lap with Michael Guidry. Oh, he's on pit road. I don't know why he's on pit road, but he's on pit road. As I'm having
I don't know.
cars flipping issues. This is awesome. Can't apologize if that's showing on your end. The arrow. I don't know what you mean by that, Nick. I just like superheroes. I'm not a comic fan or anything. So, whatever. I like Batman, and Batman was already taken, so don't worry. I wanted to be able to put him back in my car. Hey, I'm about to bring this hammer. Or something like that.
Oh, I hope I get behind you in that race then.
I'll make sure to hit
I'll
the
have
brakes.
a couple things to say. Yeah.
But back to racing. Brian Wilderson is still your leader. Ken Worley right behind him. Justin Bland following not too far behind Ken.
Got a couple guys side by side. It's still got some good racing. You got Matthew George. He's working in that first run. Matthew George is working up through the field. Is he a lap down?
Yeah,
No,
he's stuck a lap down right now in 34th.
Okay, he is.
He got caught back there when we had a wreck. We were in the middle of green flag pit stops. It bit him in the rear end, but we should be able to fight back from that, and he'll get back up there in that really nicely painted Monster Energy.
Yes, sir. Right now, Blake Freeman is in the Lucky Dog mission, 32nd. First car lap down right now.
Yeah, and he's got that nice Mossy Oak car. 69.
And a couple of these guys may have caught that pit stops. It's not necessarily that they're slow and off the pace, because we saw how close those times were. They may have gotten hit going onto pit road just as right before the caution came out.
Yeah, but we got a battle for the lead. Ken Worley. He's up there battling with Brian Wilderson. He's trying to have
for all you
something to say
Ken
and take
Worley
this lead.
fans. Getting an old party board out, watching Ken try to take his lead here.
What's Ken gonna do? He's gonna follow right behind him and wait for Brian Nichols.
Ken's I've raced around Ken a lot, not just here in the ECR, but he's a real patient guy. He don't say much. He just hangs out, waits for you to slip, and then takes advantage of it. He's a real smart guy.
Yeah, he sure is. Seeing it week in and week out, Ken's always there, keeping himself out of trouble.
Yep,
Maybe
absolutely.
not fighting for the win every week, but getting top 10s every week.
Yep. I mean, yeah. Merrick Watchhorn up here. He's trying to pull Schweikert off with his charge that he's trying to pull through this field.
Always fun to watch John come through the field. He's still stuck back in 26th position though. Hasn't made up as much ground as looks like he actually might have a little bit more right side damage on that right front fender.
I was just looking. I'm thinking maybe he might have scraped that wall again. Who knows? It doesn't take much. Aerodynamics are pretty important.
It sure doesn't. Atlanta's so fast and so little grip. At times you just push slide. You'll push up the track and you'll just keep sliding until eventually you can't slide anymore and you hit that nice pretty wall on the outside.
Exactly. A lot of guys getting single file, couple battles through the field here. Matthew George, he's actually got that spot for 35th. Got Tony DeGennaro back there. Pat Boucher. Want you to pronounce it Boucher. He doesn't like people pronouncing it Russia.
Yeah, I actually didn't know that until a couple days ago when I heard it. I was like, oh, that's how you say his name. So
Yeah.
good to know it's Pat Rouchet. Glad to know I'm not making anybody upset. Follow a little bit further back and find John Schweikert in the spy car of Andrew Ackerman. He's having a little troubles back here. He's trying to work his way up. No, Andrew doesn't like to run at the back of the field, but we'll see him up there before the end of the race, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yes, he does go below the 18 and picks up another spot.
Or, nope, sorry, 29 still. The 18 is... not down. We got a three-way battle for the lead up here as Scott Hunsinger said, I want this lead back. Leading 25 laps out.
Yes, he did. And Brian and Ken weren't really fighting for the lead. Ken's just following him, and he just tiptoed up to it.
And I think right now they're all just kind of following each other, not wanting to make a bad move this early on in the race. Well, actually, we're approaching halfway, so it might not be that early in the race.
And you still got the 65 of Justin Bland back there ready to go. When those guys start battling, you're going to see him sticking his nose back up in there.
Although Justin Bland, again, the same thing. I think he might have tagged that wall again. So interesting developments on these guys. Having problems staying away from that wall. It's, I guess it's starting to push up the racetrack and they're having problems keeping that thing under.
Yep. And the way the car pushes, it won't take much to go up the track. Yes, he does have a little bit of damage about that right front, doesn't he?
Yeah. Don't know how much that's going to affect him. Then we're at Atlanta. It's all fast track. If it's affecting the handling, that's when it's going to hurt him. I don't think aero-wise it shouldn't hurt him too bad. He's actually catching up with the 52, and he's still going to be a pedal, make this a 4-car pedal.
Oh yeah, it's about to get real interesting.
Guy we haven't talked too much about tonight, Mark Vega. He's running solidly in the 14th spot. That 20 Reds Green Appaleo car. Nice little pink car. I'm drinking right now his rival sponsor. I'm drinking a nice Angry Orchard. Gotta love me my
Oh,
Angry
really?
Orchard.
My wife loves those things, actually. Those and
They're not a sissy drink. Just saying that.
No,
Not a
no.
sissy drink. They're good as shit.
I wasn't. They are good. When I'm out of beer, I drink them. She gets mad at me. Why do you drink my stuff all the time?
Yeah.
I just drink faster than I buy.
Yeah, that's true.
And we got Mark Vega's actually going to hit Batman's.
Oh.
Is this our next round of green flag that stopped starting? I mean, we are in lap 54.
It must have been put out in the driver's meeting. They want these guys to enter pit road. They're making like a pit road lane starting the entrance of turn 3 because I would be hitting pit road a lot harder. So it must have been put out in driver's meeting. You must enter on the backstretch onto pit road. So that's interesting little.
That could very well be.
But yeah,
Just one of those.
Mark Vega is on pit road.
Just one of those things that they do to try to keep it green flag and try to keep it clean, and that's another one of those reasons you shouldn't miss the driver's meeting.
Yeah, this is true.
We got 78 around Miller coming off of pit lane. Sounds like Kurt Quist is going to make his way down, get some feel good. Get all the way through this round under green.
52 is looking to make a move on the 99. 13 of Brian Willison pulled away from them a little bit, and I think the 52 is getting a little impatient there behind him. But he's getting a push from the 65. Justin, oh boy, we're going 3-wide.
And whoa, he had to let out.
He pushed
got
up.
Tight. That's where the tires. And Justin Bland, he's taking
You got to run
advantage
on
of
that, on that high side.
damage.
He's going inside.
Once again, the longer these guys stay out, those other guys that are getting fresh tires are going to be long.
Yeah, but do we have another caution like we had last time that brings those guys who pitted and it puts them behind the 8 ball when they get a lap down?
Exactly. And well, I mean, look at Josh Schweiker. He was up to the front. He was making some moves. He pitted early. And where is John sitting now?
Still at 26. I don't know if he's just
Yeah, see.
27th actually. He's just that damage might be affecting him more than we know. Because he's running down the side. It seems like he's trying to be tight. There's another car, Josh Sheets, who has damage from that first wreck. He goes to his inside. He makes a pass on him.
And Luis Almanzo in 6th. He's kind of just quietly hanging around. He's trying to take that 88 car underneath that 56.
He's running a little preview of the national something of steel. Guards of steel. But Soldier, no, I don't know. He's running the National Guard car.
And Nicole Johnson, we were just talking about her a little bit. They're just kind of hanging around. She's up here in 7th place.
We're actually going to take a look at our cam as long as it works for me. Yes, this is our new roof cam. Let's get to the inside of 56. Try and make this pass going into turn 1 maybe. Couldn't make it off before, but I have hear how much they're actually having to get off of that throttle. We'll go silent here for a minute so you guys can crank it up if you want to. The interesting thing to note is we saw him also, he's entering the corner a little bit harder than 56 George Walker is. And he's paying for it on exit, and he's got to run here on the inside. George pushes it a little bit in the corner. Can the high side get that momentum? And really have the momentum on the exit of the corner, they get tight.
Oh, he got tight, yeah. And if you can hold it, you can make that work. But you don't want to do it for too many laps. It'll really wear out that right front, dive in that corner like that. But he was making it work. Now it looks like he might be getting a little bit tight now as Nicole Johnson is around. And you got Jai Hedrick right behind Nicole. Not necessarily a rookie in iRacing, but a rookie in the ECR. And, he's having a good solid run.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you there. Who were you talking about?
Rob Haynes.
Rob Haynes. 68
Yep.
car.
Like I say, these guys with the R's next to their names aren't necessarily rookies in iRacing. A lot of these guys know what they're doing with that. They just happen to be rookies in the ECR and have to get to know each other and how we all race and that.
And if they do stick around for the whole season, they'll lose that little harness that I did this year. Oh, and they
Hell yeah, I lost mine too. 11. Jai had it.
Jai had it. He hit the wall pretty hard in entrance 3.
Oh man, he's gonna blame me for that crap. He's gonna blame me. We'll talk about it.
He jinxed it. And he nailed the wall pretty good. That should have been right before his corner. But he pushed real bad on entrance 3 and 3.
This damage model we have now, we got to build one up. This damage model is just kind of screwy. Sometimes you can just tap something and it just destroy your car. There's other times where you could just blast through a wreck and have nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it's the weirdest thing, but it's the way they have it. I mean, DirectX 11 with their new update that's coming out. We do have, sorry, we missed a lead change. Justin Bland, even though he's out for he's past
Yep,
32
yes.
Brian Woodison, and the 52 is Scott Hudson, and the 99 of Ken Worley. Wow.
So that damage isn't hurting him all too much.
Well, 65 is on the move, and he was.
See how high he is on the track right there? He's right out next to that wall. He's probably safe. He's probably been safe.
That's a fun line. I don't care what track you're at. I love that high line.
Yeah, it is.
As long as you know how to hold it. Otherwise you're in trouble.
It's not so fun at Darlington, but everywhere else it is.
I don't like Darlington. Whatever line you want to drive. Nope. I'll drive up pit road. Drive up pit road. That's where I like it. But one thing you might want to note, Justin Bland, he's running the Sprint Cup line, I'll call it. As we saw, a lot of drivers run that high line in 1 and 2 to avoid the bumps down low. In 3 and 4, they go back down low. 3 and 4, they run that bottom line, hugging that yellow or white line all the way around the corner. So see him duck back down low.
Exactly, keeping it nice and smooth, and we still got pit stops going on, and I'm curious how long these guys are going to hang out.
We had a caution. What lap it was? We had a caution about lap 45?
Yeah, I think it's
35 65 laps. Justin's right now. Justin is the fastest on the track. He's running 31.12. Second place 31.26.
And I missed it. I think the 65 might be hitting pit road. Maybe not.
Maybe we'll see this time. He's running high in 1
was-
and 2.
As the 52 of Scott Hunsinger, he's going to shoot down pit road. Now, with Scott going in there, Justin and Brian have to pit here
Yeah,
in the next lap or two.
Because you've seen some drivers in the back pit, but when you have the third place driver pit, that forces your hand and you come to pit road at ASAP. Otherwise, you're
Exactly.
Ooh, he might have been going a little hot there.
Wow.
I don't know. It looked like he was going 60 miles an hour to me. He hit that yellow line.
No. And a lot of these guys on the fresh tires are worn. Oh, as Bland gets into the wall, the leader, and he's shooting down pit road.
Yeah, that looks like it's killed. That's some heavy damage right there.
I'm wondering if he hit the brakes. And John Schweikert, the one car, is going to shoot back down pit. He's going to shoot in pit road.
Let's see if Justin Bland stays on pit road for a little extended repair.
I'm sure he
Takes
will.
back over.
Yep. And he's running that low line. He's just keeping it clean, and we'll see how long he stays out. As a 12 of Rob Burns shoots down pit road.
Well, Justin's back out on the track. Let's see what kind of laps he can run now. Hopefully he's still up to speed and he can keep that car up in front. But it looks like the tires are pushed out over the fender, so he's probably handling issues.
Yeah, I think you're right, and that may make his car push even worse.
Even worse, yeah. Might be waiting for that next caution to come out. Because Brian Willis barely scrapes the wall, but he should be fine.
And the 13 and the 99 are going to come shooting down pit road. That'll give George Munger the lead.
See, we saw Brian Willis in there. He didn't do as most of the other drivers have done. He came on pit road. A lot of these guys, I can't tell if they're speeding or not. But again, Brian Willis is hot.
Yes.
See if he comes back in.
George Munger takes over the lead. Luis Salmazo in second.
Yep, and George Munger's making his way on the pit road. He's stepping down there.
I think we're definitely going to see the rest of these guys coming down. There's a lot of them calling.
That's good. Something awesome going to take it.
And as close as these fields are, a lot of these guys want to lead a lap and get that bonus point for the championship. Now, of course, our Cup regulars, Luis is one of them, that will, for his owner's points, or his car owner's points, not necessarily driver's points.
So hopefully that damage isn't hurting him too bad.
He is, and look at that closing rate
Puts himself
on
back
our
on the
leader.
lap. He does it the hard way.
Yep. See, 18 and Nathan Casillas is going to make his way down pit road also. And look at this closing rate these guys have on Luis.
And if you notice on the leaderboard right now, 65 is the highest of the guys who have pitted. And if you
All right,
look all the way
man,
back,
calm
Brian
down,
Willis
calm
is 2 or 3 laps and the caution's out.
And Luis Salmaso sitting in the catbird seat right now.
But Justin Bland
And Justin Bland-
and Scott Hunsinger did get themselves back on the lead lap. We only
Yes,
have
they did.
11
Trevor
guys on the lead
McManus.
lap right now.
Trevor McManus, Cole Johnson.
I'm not seeing where the caution was given yet.
No, I'm.
Guys are a little slow.
It was thrown. It was thrown by an admin.
Oh, it's thrown by Adam. So it might have been a little bit before that caution and muted on the caution out. See how many tickets we have going on the pit road this time. Do you think if you're Justin Bland and Scott Hunsinger, do you pit?
I'm coming back down because they've been out probably 5 laps.
Yep. 5 laps makes
Yeah,
a difference.
I'm coming back down definitely.
Versus all the other guys, they're going to have to take waiver rounds as they are. They're taking waiver rounds around the pace car.
Yes, and those guys have to hold a quick caution or
Yes.
not go too many laps because they're going to fall off big. So Luis would be what, our 4th different leader, 5th different leader?
Ooh, that's
Maybe even more than that.
Oh, we have a bunch of leaders. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different leaders. With Brian Wilderson leading 31 laps, Scott Hunsinger 25, Justin Bland 10, Eric Watcher led 8, some muscle both of those during reflective stop signs.
So we're seeing what we expected. Some close racing. There's a couple
Awesome
guys.
racing. We only have 36
Green
laps to
flag
go.
pit stops.
Yeah, we only got green flag almost 2 rounds of green flag pit stops. Both times we got a caution come out while they were in process, but we've had some awesome racing tonight.
Definitely, and those times, like we were talking before the race, as close as those times where we knew these guys were going to put on a show.
Yeah, if we saw in qualifying times being so close together, it was pretty easy to tell we were going to have a great race tonight. While we have a little bit of time, let's go ahead and grab our current leader right now and bring him down. See what he has to say. Luis Samaso, Justin, or that's not my name, Jeremy Rubin, down here in the ECR broadcast booth. How's the race going for you, bud? Luis?
Hi.
Sorry.
I got you. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. How's it going? How's the race going for you, bud? We see your lead. You stayed out there. Were able to get the lead back when caution came out during green flag pit stops.
Well, this has been crazier than we thought, with a lot of different strategies, guys going in and out of the pits, different speeds, a lot of change. So my strategy was to stay out as long as I could, both runs that we had, and it paid out. So let's see if we can keep. There are a lot of fast cars coming behind me. Let's see if we can keep this car up front.
Yeah.
Hey, Luis.
Go ahead, Michael.
Hey, Luis. How's it looks from up here, it's some exciting racing. Like you say, you got some different strategies going on, guys pitting. The closing rate, we were watching some of those guys come up on you were staying out. The closing rate, what is that like? Do you really have to focus on the mirror more than in front of you when those guys are coming with fresh tires?
Yeah, you need to be aware of where everybody is on the track, and you can tell the spotter's telling us whenever someone's pretty fast coming behind. You pretty much need to make sure that you're keeping the same line around the turns, so everybody coming behind you knows exactly where you're going to be, and hope that they can keep up and they can keep the line and go by you without any problems. So, guys, I'm going to have to say goodbye. We're going to restart here, so wish me luck. Have an awesome broadcast.
10-4, good luck, Luis.
Good luck, Luis.
Thank you.
And that was Luis Samaso, our current leader. We'll see if he can pull it off. Yeah, we're going to restart with 33 laps to go. Your current leader is
Intensity.
Sorry, second place, Joshua Witherspoon, that 79 car, Jeff Griffey, and then 9, third, Tony DeGenero, 22, Chuck
The intensity is going to pick up.
Oh, yeah. Tennessee's going to pick up, racing's going to pick up. We're going to have some awesome racing here. As pace cars in,
Green
and
flag,
is
green flag.
out.
And Luis
Some kind
wastes
of
no
problem
time.
back. We had a major checkup. Big separation in the field. I don't know quite what happened
Yeah,
there.
I see. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe just a huge checkup.
Yeah. We're trying to go 3 wide. Nope, not gonna work.
Yeah.
Inside, the outside, he's got 79 pressure. Checkered makes the pass, and here comes Justin.
Right behind him, that 52 is right there again.
Yeah, he's been up there all night stuck in the poles. Quite a few laps, and he's trying to make his stand on ECR. Just his second race.
And Jack Griffey, he fell back there a little bit earlier, and here he is running second. Kind of staying even with Luis, but
after getting in the wall a tad bit, he's forced his way back a bit. Hopefully by playing nice, but he's right behind the leader. He's
Nicole Johnson back in 9th place, and looks like a few guys. Trevor McManus, top 10. Couple guys in the mix here that are a lap down. They're keeping it clean though.
We got 29 laps to go this time by. We got a battle.
And Pat Rouchet, he came down off the track, and I'm trying to see. Actually, he exited pit road. He was blending back in. Never mind.
But back up front, Jack Griffey, he's getting right on the east side. So
These guys are not just gonna move out of the way here. We're coming down. We're coming down to it. Not too many guys are gonna just let a faster car go. They're gonna fight for that top spot.
oh yeah, no, the move over for a faster now is battle time. Let's go for that win. And he's on the high side. We're gonna pinch him.
It's time to go. You gotta come on.
Some awesome racing up front.
Yep, absolutely. And I'm kind of just flipping through the field a little bit. We got some side-by-side action back here, and it's hard.
Sorry about that, Mike.
No, go ahead.
He's making some crazy moves on Luis. He went high side, then he went low, then he went back. He's right behind Luis. Exiting the corner, he might have a better run, and he's going to the outside. He's on his outside. We're gonna have a battle here.
Oh yeah.
I think Jack's gonna get that run. Ooh, he's out. Oh no.
And oh.
All right, man.
Oh no.
Luis he tried to throw the block on it, and Jack was already there.
Just ever so slightly. And yeah, he's got that bumper, and ooh, it looks like actually Jack might have came down into that quarter panel just a little bit. I could be wrong.
Sorry guys, didn't go far enough back.
And yeah, I think you're right. Look at a couple different angles. It's just they're both fighting and digging hard, you know.
Let's see. Following Jack. So coming out of 4, Jack gets a run on Luis. He gets to the high side. Luis gets to the high side. Entering turn 1, Luis dives a little bit harder in than Jack. Jack gets the run off. So also a little bit of net code, but yeah, that'll be a tough one for a race control call. Looks like Jack might have either gotten loose or just tried to keep it up there on the outside and the two of them got together.
Yep. Yeah, he's definitely, Jack is definitely, well, he's in the middle lane. And Luis, I mean, the cars are tight. He's coming up out of the corner. His car, naturally, you want to drift back up toward that wall a little bit. So
Naturally, you have
that's
to.
a hard one to call. I would not want to be a race controller on that one.
Nope. Definitely not. But looks like, alright. As far as on my screen, Luis Alonso, all the damage stays out. Your current leader, I don't know if he comes into pit road this time by, but that's a little, I don't know. Come on. Come on.
I'm actually seeing Jack Griffey as our leader. I haven't been able to. Luis back in 9th.
See, I'm showing Jack in 9th. Luis is leading.
That's good.
Let's see if it updates here at the line.
Maybe Jack hopped in Luis's car and Luis hopped in Jack's car.
Yeah, no, they're very cool.
Right now we have 30 guys in the lead lap. Merrick Watchhorn is in that lucky dog spot as of right now.
Yeah, I'm still showing Luis out front. Jack Griffey.
Oh, I might show that. Yeah, now I'm seeing that.
Okay. They probably just changed the line. That was from the previous lap. Because Jack did still stick in the lead when the incident occurred. So, but all these guys that are in front of Luis, they're going to take the waiver route, get back on the lead lap, or get one of the laps back.
And as we talk about that, those guys that took that waiver on that last time, they're gonna be back even with these leaders again.
And I can't see it, but when you get notification of who the EOL is on, go ahead and let me know so I can know.
Okay.
Are they putting the EOL on the 88?
It looks like he's dropping to the back.
Alright, I gotta see. Jack Ryan. He was already at the
yeah, exactly.
So.
Yeah, Luis is stopping on the track. Looks like he did the DOL, but like we both said, we're getting down to the end of it. There's no give and take. It's time to get nasty.
Hopefully, for the last time, we can finish out these last. It'll be 21 to go when we take the green. Finish out these last 21 laps on the green. We'll have a great finish for you here.
This is some awesome racing. I mean, I'm glad you let me in here.
Oh yeah,
to enjoy this.
It's fun being up here in the booth. I'd rather be up here, not down on the track with this race. It's crazy. These guys are able to run full throttle for at least 5, 6 laps. It's insane. All right, pace car. It's gonna hit pit road, and we're green.
Green flag, green flag.
It's Justin Bland. He takes off with a little bit of damage. Hutzinger right back up in there again in 3rd. With Jai Hadrick makes his way up to 4th, and Trevor McManus. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Tony D.
Oh,
was that
52's in the grass. It's good. Getting a little racy here.
Yeah, it's crunch time.
Justin went down low to block the 70. Off the corner on the low side. It's going to be Chuck Harrell going to the lead in turn 3.
And I believe that's the first time Chuck's led today, isn't it?
Yeah, that'll be the first time it's been That'll be his second lap that he's led. Chuck Harrell going higher. He ducks back down low. The 52 gets on the inside of the 65. This 65 is going to try and get back in the corner. 11 dry header is there. 14 Johnson is not over the top 5. This is good.
Oh yeah, they're Nicole side by side with Jack. I had her, and she looks like she's going to take that spot.
She's going to take that corner. She's going to have the position on him going into 1. And she clears him. The 21's going to try and follow her down on the low side.
Yeah, the 21 of Trevor McManus. Haven't really about him much either.
Oh, Nicole Johnson, there's contact.
Oh.
She didn't quite have, or 21 was down on her inside, and she didn't quite know that he was there. Up front, still the same Chuck Harrell's leader with 52 of Scott Hunsinger. This is the best battle on the track right now with the 21 of Trevor McManus. Look, and
and Nicole is going to sneak right up there too.
Trevor McManus going to have one going 3. Justin Wayne might be feeling good flexible.
I think you're right. And then you got Tony DeGennaro and Jai Hatter at
52. 52 gets on the inside of the 7. They're battling at it 2.
And early in the race, we saw that 52 when he got out front, man. He took off.
He sure did. Can he do it one more time?
And they are too wide, be deep back there for.
Ooh, he cleared him. That was close though.
And Chuck's right on his bumper. He's gonna give him a little bit of push into the corner.
Turn 1.
Hoping he runs that corner, but he holds it right down on the bottom.
Hold it right there. 52, your leader, Scott Henson.
And Nicole, she made her way up to Justin Bland. But Justin, he's holding on. Then you got Brian Wildison. He's coming in, the Wild Asian.
Yeah, we haven't talked about since the beginning of the race is Anthony Titchener. He's made his way back up to 8.
I was just about to mention that. And AJ Scarborough working on Jai Hatter right now.
And AJ Scarborough was chilling in the back in 27th position most of the night. He's up to 10.
That's a new player. There's some of them comers and goers. The guys that know that it's coming down to crunch time.
Yeah,
As Singer, him and Chuck are kind of keeping it even a little bit here. But Trevor
the same
McManus.
exact lap time last night. 29.603. 29.603. That's racing right there.
Now, can these guys make it to the end? Will after we pit on?
No, they will not have to pit again. They are fine to the finish. I think we restarted with 30 to go. Pit road's about 40 laps. Oh no, we restarted with 21 to go. They're fine. As long as they pitted under that last caution. Other than after that, I do not know.
Yep. I think they'll be all right then. They will surely have some wear on these tires. Those guys that save their tires, they'll be right up there.
That's what I was actually just about to say. You've raced in this series for quite a while. Do you want to try and run your tires as hard as you can right here, or at least from the restart, and try and get as big of a lead, or do you want to try and conserve your tires and wait for the guy in front of you to burn them off and you go back by and pass him?
Yeah, it depends on where I'm at. Now, if I'm leading this race, like Scott Hunsinger here, I'm going to try to keep that distance like he has on Chuck. There's no reason, if I see him in the mirror, there's no reason to overdo it, burn him any more than I have to, you know. Now, if I'm back in the pack, let's say we're Anthony Titchener. I am trying to burn them up, trying to catch these guys, and you know what I mean. So, but definitely you're looking in the mirror for sure, and trying to keep that distance the same. I'm really not a big fan of trying to, get way out there, because especially here we saw it. They run you back down.
Yeah, they run you back down, they burn your tires off, and they have, since it's all fixed setups, everyone has the same setup, you're able to conserve your tires. It's all about driver tire management.
Exactly. The only thing you can change is that wheel input, that steering ratio. Now, some guys run them differently. I've heard that if you run like, say, a 14 to 1 or whatever, 12 to 1, you'll save tires a lot better than you will like an 8 to 1, because the 8 to 1, those tires move that much more, or that much more responsive anyways.
We got 8 laps to go here at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
And Chuck is pulling.
He's there.
Really pulled.
He is there. What happened? All of a sudden, Chuck just hit the gas. Oh no!
And he's gonna pinch him down just a little bit, but you gotta.
And Chuck's by.
It's go time. He got him.
I think the 52 might have hurt his tires a little bit. And Chuck was back behind him, just riding, saving him.
You got Trevor McManus back there saying, "Keep going, guys. Keep running side by side. Keep running side by side."
Keep banging doors.
As we have Brian Wilderson and Anthony Fitchner for 5th. Brian Wilderson just going around the high side, and Justin Bland.
That's awesome.
Justin Bland. As Anthony gets right back on Brian's bumper again.
I love when these guys just push each other coming off the corners and going into it.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
It's best part of the race right here. This is go time. Man, I get in these situations like this. I'm gripping the wheel. I'm about breaking the thing.
Chuck Harrell has pulled away. He's got a 4/10 of a second lead. 5/10 of a second lead now. He's sailing away. Coming to
Yes, he
5
does.
laps to go.
And Chuck is gonna catch some lap traffic here. I do believe.
Now on the backstretch last lap, we saw a 69. That's a 69. Blake Freeman. He pulled down a little bit on the low side to let these guys by. Doesn't. Chuck's going to try and get a little bit of a draft off.
Yeah.
Hopefully he gets his own line.
And Trevor McManus has caught Scott Hunsinger. I don't think he's got enough time to get by Scott and then catch Chuck. As Chuck.
4 laps to do it.
I think Chuck wanted that. I think he wanted that lap car high.
Yeah, wow, he had to pass the lap car high. That's going to take up a bunch of his time. Try and find that little bit of speed that he might be missing. 3 laps to go.
And all Chuck needs to do is just relax here and just do what he's been doing. He doesn't need to overdrive it. He's got enough. There's only, 3 laps left. He's got enough lead here. He can start really digging on it because he's at 52 or at 21 catching. But I think he can just relax and breathe a little easy. As Nicole Johnson pulls into 4th place, AJ Scarborough, yeah, and then AJ Scarborough cracks the top 5.
We got 2 laps to go here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Chuck Harrell Scott Hunsinger's fallen back to 1.3 seconds behind him. Trevor McManus not too far behind Scott. Round out your top 5, Anthony Fitchner in 4th, Nicole Johnson in 5th, and Chuck Harrell is going to take the white flag coming out of 4. White flag in the air. Chuck Harrell in that 7 Skull chewing tobacco car.
And I think he wasn't up front very often tonight, but he was up there when it counted. He get through 3 and 4 here, and he'll be home free.
He's out of 2. He's coming down the backstretch for the final time. Chuck Harrell, one of our regulars in ECR, one of our veterans in ECR, coming out of turn number 4. Chuck Harrell is going to take the win at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
And Anthony
ECR
Fitchner,
Xfinity
Anthony Fitchner takes 3rd place at the line.
Did he get him?
And they're wrecking at the line. Yes, he got him. He got him.
Oh boy.
They are wrecking. AJ Scarborough.
I'm showing Anthony
Let's see what
Fitchner
happened.
getting forward.
Oh, I thought he had him at
This
the
one
line.
doesn't confirm it that quick, so we will see. But Chuck Harrell will take your checkered flag, and he's going to come down and he's going to celebrate in front of a packed crowd here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Chuck Harrell, your race winner.
And Justin Bland just barely got Nicole Johnson at the line also. I mean, that was some awesome racing. I'm glad. Thanks for inviting me up here, dude.
Oh, yeah,
this
buddy.
is great.
I told you, I love doing this. Chuck Harrell doing some nice donuts there. Congratulations.
As
to
he
Chuck
deserved.
Harrell. That's a well-deserved win. That was a hard-fought win all night.
And Scott Huntsinger, I mean, he was dominant early, and he was right there, finished second at the end. I think you're right. I think he might have burned them tires up just a little bit.
Yeah. I'm going to do some more. He is pumped.
He is.
Well, as with ECR tradition, we're going to grab our third place finisher first. And our third place finisher, let me confirm this before I do it. Can you pull up your results? I'm still showing the 21 Trevor McManus getting third. Can you confirm that real quick?
My results show Chuck Harrell first, Scott Huntsinger second, Anthony Thitchener third. By 1.875, and then Trevor McManus was 1.889 behind the leader.
All right, yeah, I'm showing Anthony Thitchener as well. So we're going to grab Anthony Thitchener first, bring him on down to the channel, and we're going to have a talk with our third place finisher, Anthony Thitchener, Jeremy Rubin, and Michael Kinner in the ARAN booth. You got a copy there, bud?
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah, third place finish tonight. We were talking about you early in the race. Then later on in the middle stage of the race, you fell back quite a bit, but found your way back up to the front in only Anthony Thitchener style, grabbing a third place finish at the line by less than a nose hair. Talk about your race tonight, bud. Talk about racing out there in general. That was an awesome race from up here in the booth.
Oh man, I hope they enjoyed it. That was the kind of ECR racing we've been looking forward to having for a long time. It was great. It was fun to be a part of. Really happy I could bring home the Jim Beam Kentucky Fire at Hotlanta. It was a fun ride. It really was fun racing out there. To race at the line there, to pass in for third was just a miracle considering what we went through. There was a bunch of us who just kept getting caught a lap down throughout the pit strategies there. We'd pit, come out, and a caution would happen, and we got caught twice. Having to take waiver rounds made it a long day. So just to come back from where I was running like 27th at one point to a top three is just awesome for the crew, man. Loving it.
Yeah, buddy.
Good job.
You got him by 6/1000ths of a second at the line.
It was awesome.
Whew. Michael Kinner, what you got for Anthony?
Hey, Anthony, it was a good finish, man. Third, like Jeremy said, we were watching you, and we were talking to each other. You know, in what position, if you're in first, do you just take it easy? You come into this 5 to go, or if I used you as an example, if you're back where Anthony Thitch, I'm burning them up. I'm trying to catch it, and you did. Came back and it paid off. You got third out of it.
Yeah, I feel like I was hitting my marks there at the end. A few guys were really running it hard and running them, falling back there, really quickly, running them off at the end. So at the just the last 5 laps, I was more concentrated on not trying to overrun the track, miss my points, run it too hard. I think that's what happened there. I was just able to keep up the momentum and able to get by Trevor there at the end.
Well, that was some great racing. It was a great view from up here, man. That was pretty exciting. We spoke to Luis earlier. He said there was strategy, and you had mentioned too, with the green flag pit stop, some guys trap, guys on fresh tires, old tires. It was a really exciting race to watch.
Can't wait to go back and watch it, guys. I appreciate ARAN in the booth, all you guys for able to do this, man. It's awesome. Glad to be a part of it.
And this one will be available. I got that problem figured out. And once I click stop streaming, it will be available. So,
hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But again, Anthony, great race tonight. Nice third place finish there by just a nose hair. But a nose hair is enough for third. So a nice finish. Look forward to seeing you out there tomorrow night in our Cup Series.
Thanks, man.
Yes, sir. And that was Anthony Thitchener, our third place finisher. We're going to grab our second place finisher, newcomer to the league, Scott Hunsinger in the 52 car. There he is. Scott Hunsinger, Jeremy Rubin, and Michael Kinner in the ARAM booth. You got a copy there, bud?
Yeah, how's it going?
Yes, sir. For one, nice to meet you. I haven't raced with you before, so nice racing tonight, though. You were one of the fastest cars all night. Looks like you lost a little bit of your tires there at the end, and Chuck was able to get back by you. But talk about your race tonight. It was a fun one from up here. I don't know how it was down there on the track.
Oh, it was a blast. I had a great time. This was a lot of fun around here, and these guys made it challenging, and all that clean racing was just a lot of fun. Started off strong. Felt pretty good on a long run, like that 30 lap range. After that, I kind of was a little uncomfortable. And then there on that last run, I think I was just over driving too much, getting a little too excited about. I saw those checkered flags a little too early, I think.
Yeah, I was actually a victim of the same exact thing. I had the lead, and I was like, oh, I'm going to get the checkered flag. I'm going to win it this time. I'm going to win it this time. And I was pushing way too hard, and I think it was actually Luis Sambasso was able to pass me back by and took the win away from me. God dang it. But great race. Great race run tonight. Michael, what you got for our buddy here, Scott?
Hey, Scott, good run, man. This is Mike Kinner. Man, that was a good run. At the beginning of the race, we saw you pull out, and you had a hell of a lead in front of everybody. And then those guys started making green flag pit stops. John Schweiker was the first one we saw head down pit road. What were you thinking? Were you thinking, man, I better pit soon? Or because that caution came out and really helped a lot of you guys.
Yeah, I kind of intended to run it in thirds, so I wanted to get to like lap 40 or near there at least, like 38 to 40. And that was my intent all along. I didn't think short pitting was going to work. And then I did kind of get caught in that second cycle and got me back in traffic, and it was a little bit more difficult. It was a lot easier, obviously, out front. You could just kind of run your own line and didn't have to worry about it, and that's when I was able to check out. But all the way around, though, it was a great run. Had a lot of fun.
Absolutely, it definitely fell your way. I was actually surprised when you got out front this last stretch. I was actually surprised because of the run you had at the beginning of the race that anybody was going to be able to catch you. But then there come Chuck. But anyhow, good second place, man. That was awesome for just stepping in here not too long ago.
Yeah, it's my first race. Proud car owner and driver, so I'll take a second. First time out.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir. It was awesome, awesome seeing you out there on the track, and look forward to great things coming from you, obviously, as you first race, you're taking a second place finish here. Nice job. Look forward to next week, as we're going to be at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
I appreciate you guys, man.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, congrats again tonight, and good luck on the next one.
All right, thank you.
That was our second place finisher, Scott Hunsinger, in that 52, as far as I could tell, unsponsored car. See if we have Trading Paints problem or whatever.
Yeah.
Trading Paints doesn't like to.
It was the same on my end.
Okay, just want to make sure. Trading Paints doesn't like to cooperate with us all the time. So before we, or without further ado, we're going to grab our race winner tonight. That's 7 Skull Bandit, Chuck Harrell, Victory Lane. How's it feel, bud?
Oh, it's great. It's been coming. We've been wanting this for a long time. Skull Bandit GM Goodwrench Chevrolet was bad fast tonight.
Yes, sir, it was. You didn't get up front there until the end, but when you got up front and you were able to get back or get around that 52 of Scott Hunsinger, who did a great race tonight. Again, first race with ECR, so props to him. But again, Chuck Harrell, that was awesome. That was awesome racing. That was an awesome pass. I loved the whole race. That was probably one of my favorite races I've seen in ECR so far.
Yeah, I think everybody had a great time tonight, and I hope that everybody watching got a great show because it was phenomenal from in the car.
Yeah, and one of your buddies, Michael Kinner, is in here in the booth with me. Michael, what you got for him?
How you doing, Chuck?
Hey, Michael, how's it going?
Yeah, you ought to be doing good. You just you came out of nowhere. Where'd you come from?
I tried to stay on new tires the whole time, so I was way in the back, but I was bad fast the whole time. And I did it all week in the B-class fixed races. I was running like 18 laps and then going and getting tires, and you could get back by everybody as long as the caution didn't come out. And we almost got around when Schweikert and I think Jai went the same route as we did this time. before that first caution come out, but we were 3 guys shy of getting them around them. I got the wave around. John got the drive around later. But if we'd have gone 3 more laps, we'd have had those guys too, and then it would have been real good.
Yeah, this was my first time. Jeremy allowed me to hang out and trash the booth with him. But you guys put on a hell of a show, man, for my first time up here hanging out. And I mean, congratulations on the win. Man, I don't even know what else to say. Congratulations, you guys put on a hell of a show, man. That was exciting to watch.
Thanks, guys. You're gonna post this so I can look at it again, right?
Yes, sir. We got that figured out.
No,
It'll be up once I press stop streaming. We're good.
I hit delete.
All right, thanks. I'm gonna watch it. Appreciate all the work you guys do in the booth and everything, and we'll see if we can get another good one tomorrow and have some more fun.
Hell yeah, you guys make it easy on us up here. That was an awesome race, so we appreciate the awesome view we had from up front. Again, great race tonight. Congratulations, and by the way, nice burnouts. Those were awesome.
Yeah.
After waiting that long, I figured I deserved those.
Oh yeah.
I blew it up. After I got through spinning, I stopped and I was just sitting there waiting for them to take the screenshot, and the motor blew up.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, he's sitting still. What the? All right, well, congrats to Chuck. Look forward to much more great things from you, as we know we can expect from the 7 Skull car. Congratulations. Nice win here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and we'll see you next week.
All right,
Nice
guys.
job,
Catch
Chuck.
you later.
Yeah.
Thanks, Michael. Thanks, Jeremy.
And that was your race winner, Chuck Harrell. We're winding things down here from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Let's run through our finishing order real quick while we got a few moments. Your winner was 7 Chuck Harrell, followed by Scott Hunsinger and Anthony Titchener. 4th place finisher, Trevor McManus by a nose hair. 4th place, Justin Bland. 5th place, Nicole Johnson. 6th, AJ Scarborough in that 5 car around. 7th place, Rob Burns in the 12. Followed by Ken Worley in the 99 and Rob Haynes rounding out your top 10 in the 68. Michael Kinner, you can take the next 10.
I'm sorry, you left off with the place?
10th place.
Yes, Rob Haynes, yes. Jai Hedrick takes 11th. John Schweikert, 12th. He had them early problems. Tony DeGennaro, 13th. Ron Miller, 14th. George Munger, 15th. Douglas Hess, 16th. Brian Wildison, 17th. Donnie James, 18th. Caleb Sheets, 19th. And Andrew Ackerman rounding out the top 20.
And behind him, we didn't get to talk about this person much tonight. 44, Jeff Hamilton. Couldn't never get up to the front, but let alone 21st place finish for him. Look forward to seeing him more in the rest of the year. Joshua Witherspoon in the 79 car, 22nd. Nick Olson, who was our 9th place starter, and we talked to him before the race, finished 23rd tonight. Matthew George couldn't get back up there either, 24th. David Killall. Sounds like David Killall. David Killo finished 25th. Jack Griffey, after that incident with Luis Amaso, he fell back to 26th. Tough break for him. Josh Sheets in the 33, 27th. Ken Ron 03, 28th. Chris Steele, 29th. And Brad Borer in the 15 car rounds out your top 30. And behind him, some guys who just got caught up in problems, maybe hit the wall one too many times, and or just got caught laps down with the cautions the way they fell. Not the best.
Those cautions fell right at just the wrong time for somebody at the right time for others.
Yeah, that's for sure. Nathan Casillas, Michael Guidry, Merrick Watchorn, who we saw up front a good portion of the beginning of the race. That was actually our outside pole sitter. He fell back to 33rd. Blake Freeman, 34th. Kurt Quist, 35th. Pat Rouchet, now they know how to say that one, right? 36th. Luis Almaso, he disconnected after that incident. I couldn't get the whole story from him. He left TeamSpeak, but we'll talk with him later. Mark Vega in the 20 finished 38th. Josh Wallace, I believe, was our last place finisher. I don't think Nathan Miller actually started, but Josh Wallace was involved in that very first wreck, and he finished 39th tonight.
All in all, a great race, though.
Awesome race. Yeah. I really enjoyed having you up here, Michael. Look forward to if maybe you forget the wrong day again. Maybe we can have you back in the booth. Because we had a blast tonight. It was
Jeremy, thanks Thanks for having me up, man. That was fun. That was it's not as easy as it look. I mean, you got all them cameras, especially with what you're doing. All I got to do is sit here and watch the race and try to know who's who. That's all I got to do, and run my mouth. Everybody knows I'm good at that.
Yeah, oh yeah. Watch your broadcast. Oh yeah. We all know who Michael Kinner is.
But and actually, I'm surprised. I'm surprised you let me in here. I'm surprised you didn't have the door locked down and everything. You know,
on.
but I appreciate it, man. That was a lot of fun. Got to see a different perspective, and man, what a great race to sit in on for my first time doing this. That was great.
Oh yeah, buddy. It's different watching it from being able to talk about it versus being in car and yelling at everybody and oh you dumb, you cut me off.
Yeah. What are you drunk?
Yeah,
what are you doing?
Are you drunk? Oh God, we have fun.
I think I accused Justin Bland of not heroin once too. I think.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
But it's all in good fun though.
Yeah.
Everybody's just everybody's got to know I'm doing it all in good fun, just kind of running my mouth. I would never say that stuff on the driver chat. It would get me wrecked.
Yeah, that's for sure. Oh, you said I was high on heroin? Well, watch this.
Yeah, it's just kind of fun to do that and then go back and watch and think, okay, the guy's quiet, and then you go back and watch this and you're like, what did you say? What did you just call me?
It's really entertaining to watch your broadcast. I'll just say that.
I have a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, it's fun. All right. Well, that's going to pretty much wrap it up for us tonight. Tonight, your broadcasters in the booth was myself, Jeremy Rubin, Michael Kinner. Ran a sponsor commercial tonight for JB Design. Couldn't get Jaws Motorsports one in there tonight. We'll get that one in there for him next week, and we'll probably have some more sponsors commercials for you next week also. But on behalf of myself, Jeremy Rubin, my partner tonight, who did an awesome job, thank you again to Michael Kinner.
Thank you.
We'll see. Yeah, not a problem. We will see you next week from, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it is Las Vegas Motor Speedway. This is the ECR Xfinity Series presented by Johnson Truck Lines. And for ARAN, your Automotive Racing Authority Network, I am Jeremy Rubin. We will see you next week live at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific time here on ARAN, only on YouTube. Have a great night, y'all. We will see you next time.